As we approach the one-year mark in Sebastian Rogers' disappearance, I wish there were updates on the case. Sadly, no suspects have been named, no confirmed sightings of Sebastian, and by the look of it, no leads. Authorities are waiting on tips to come in, and are said to be taking an investigative approach in the case now. Is anyone still out there searching for Sebastian? As a parent, it is incredibly difficult to understand Katie Proudfoot's way of handling her son's disappearance. She moved out of the house and moved hours away to stay in a camper with her husband, Chris Proudfoot. What if Sebastian returned to the house and saw no one at home? It is heartbreaking to think about. Katie's reason is that she didn't want to stay alone while Chris went to work. Let's talk about media interviews. A number of people have asked the Proudfoots recently for comment or interviews, to which they have declined. I believe Court TV asked them for an interview too, and we know that Court TV is a great platform with a large audience. So many parents of missing children would do anything to get a platform like that to advocate for their missing child. Katie and Chris declined. Apparently they get torn apart online after doing these interviews. Would the fear of what people thought of you stop you from advocating for your missing child every chance you get? It wouldn't stop me. It didn't stop countless other parents with missing children. Seth Investigates has been appointed as the Proudfoot's private investigator. He is basically doing the talking nowadays. He was recently on a channel called The Lore Lodge. Well, now it seems that Seth Rogers and his spokesperson, Tony, will be appearing on the same channel this coming Monday. I will link the landing page in the comments section below. Seth Bigates commented on this saying, "I heard that Seth will be appearing on Lore Lodge, which I believe was the plan following my interview." I also saw a retweet yesterday from Lore Lodge mentioning that he was talking with Seth. I want to note that before my interview, there was no pre-interview. There was no discussion about the questions that would be asked. There were no questions I said were off limits. I was not provided with any questions in advance. There were no ground rules put in place. Will the same conditions apply to Seth? Will he be appearing alone, or will Tony be joining him? SF also mentioned that he will not be watching this interview because of his shock at the defense of child exploitation that was demonstrated after his interview, but he still hopes this isn't the puff piece he has a feeling it will be.